He was with him. The Gang Spitter, y'all subscribe, like, share the video. Your boy Young Thug got himself a big victory in court, getting all his property back that was seized when he got locked up. Which this victory right here, this gonna be the only time Young Thug really get big victories in a court of law, stuff like that. Maybe a tour, a successful tour, but when it comes to selling records, hit records, trash. Them victories going to Gunna. I say them victories going to Gunna, just like he just had a big victory selling 80K, #1 on Apple, #3 on the billboards. It's just top level shit, man. Album fire. Everything Thug been jumping on trash or mid or popcorn mid, but it ain't nothing everybody gonna keep listening to all summer and shit like that, so it ain't nothing. But like I said, Young Thug lawyer Brian Steele, he proved that the state failed to comply and the judge shut it down. Case dismissed, and Thug getting all his property back. He getting a Lamborghini Aventador. That's a half a ticket. He getting a Hellcat Durango, getting a Track Hawk, getting an AMG GT, that Benz. He getting a Maybach, getting a Porsche 911, getting a Corvette C8, getting 149 bands back. He getting a Spider. Yeah, he getting that Spider back and more. He getting that Spider back and more. So that's a lot of shit right there. That's a lot of shit. He can sell that and get his money back, or he can keep that. Like far as like the cars, he could trade them off and take that 149 and upgrade it to the newer car. So if it's the Maybach, if it's a 2021, 2022, he can get the new one. Because Benz came out with a new, I think they got a 2-door Maybach. Or he can get the Jeep. I don't know if the Maybach, the Jeep, or if it's the car. But he may want to keep that. If it's the AMG, he can get the new one, 2025. If it's the Lamborghini Aventador, he can upgrade that one. If it's the Track Hawk, well, they don't make Track Hawks no more. If it's the Durango, he can upgrade that, get the new one. That Porsche 911, he can take that. Say he want to upgrade to the Lamborghini Aventador 2025, right? The brand new one. Or like the one that your guy that just got. He can take the 911. He can take that 911, put on that. He can take the 149K, that Porsche 11, and probably that Dodge Durango or something like that, or the AMG GT, and upgrade to the 2025 Lamborghini Aventador, and he ain't really come out of pocket. Well, he did, but it's cash already took it, so he ain't really counting that no more. You know, so he got options right now. Or he could take these cars right here. Now, this would be a smart move. He could take all these cars, the Track Hawk, the Durango, the Spider, the Ferrari, Lamborghini Aventador, the Porsche, the Maybach, the AMG GT, right? He could take that and start a rental company. And then you got all different type of cars. So the people who can't afford the foreigns, they can get the Dodge Durango. They can get the Track Hawk. They can get the Corvette. Now, if you want to spend $1,000 a day and shit like that, now you can drive the Lamborghini. You can drive, you know, $1,200 a day. If you want to rent it for a couple hours for a video, it'll be a price for that. He make an ad, like an Escalade to it. He got his own rental car fleet right there. And do that. And they can bring in however many racks a month. He can play it like that. That'll be another victory. Call it Spider Rentals. I say he can call it Spider Rentals. Trademark the name, everything, and go stupid with that. He already got the cars. You understand? So he got options when it comes to all these cars and getting that money back and all that shit there. Another option he can do for a nice tax write-off, he can sign another top tier artist, and he could take one of them cars. So say he give an artist $250,000, $300,000 advance, and then on top of that, he give him a Maybach, he give him a Lamborghini, he give him, cause we seen your guy to give Black Youngster a Lamborghini. So he get an artist a Lamborghini Aventador. Instead of trading it in, he really not getting his money back for it. He could just give it to the artist and use that as a tax write-off and make the artist pay him back for that, or half of it back. So he win on both ends. You understand? So, yeah, you come to YSL, he get a new artist, and then you get a Lamborghini, Maybach, a Spider, whatever. Get you a bag, get you a big advance, and y'all go stupid. If he can find another Gunna, or he think he can top another Gunna, which I don't think he can find that. Yeah, I don't think he can find that, man. But besides all that, besides that victory right there, that's a good victory for Young Thug, right? Good lawyer. When it comes to the music side, this is where he taking the losses at. This is where he taking the L's at. He popping it. I don't know if he talking shit to Gunna because he still signed, he got another album, or this is his last album he got to do with YSL, or he know he gonna always make money off of Gunna because he'll never let Gunna 100% go. They're gonna always make money off him. So if Thug notice, and people that talk to him about it, if he noticed, the more he diss Gunna, the more people are gonna take Gunna's side. So Gunna streams and numbers gonna go up even more because he see that everybody else on Gunna's side pretty much, besides his real street niggas and the artists that rock with him, right? That's more money in the bank for him. Like every time I go up on him, his numbers go up, which that's a bigger check for us because he gonna keep producing the good music. Maybe Thug he putting out mid music on purpose. He don't want to outdo Gunna. Why try to work harder than Gunna? I can just put out this mid and people still gonna eat it up. I'ma still go on tour. I'ma still get this and get that. I'll let him do all the dirty work. I'll let him get that little shine. And yeah, I'ma just sit back and collect these checks. I'ma sit back and collect these checks. That's why Gucci ain't let Walker go for a long time. Walker was doing all them hit records and them checks was coming in. He didn't want to let that man go and let that man get all that money. So yeah, man, I don't understand how you can diss Gunna and you calling him rat this, rat that, but you still get the money off of him. So that make you a rat lover. You love his money. Same thing with Future, with Boston Richie. Future, you don't want to do no song with Boston Richie, but you won't let him go. Let him go. They make you a rat lover. You love the money that they make. If y'all was so much against that, you wouldn't want the money. God don't want Satan money. He don't want it. He that much against Satan. He don't want no evil money, no drug money, no dirty money, no scamming money, no however you get it, hooker money, none of that. If he can't get it the righteous way, then he don't want it. Y'all not like that. Y'all don't wanna, y'all worry about what the people gonna say, but with the people, they still on Boston Richie's side. The female still supporting him. He's still doing the numbers. That's why you won't let him go. So I can understand when an artist start, if they want to get up out their contract, they'll start dropping bullshit music, making the fans go against them. It'd be hard though. Like sometimes you just can't. You done build a fan base so strong, they don't give what you drop. They gonna love it. There's a couple artists like that. Eminem like that with his fans. 50 Cent like that with his fans. Youngboy like that with his fans. There's a couple artists, no matter what they drop, they gonna support it. Now you will have some people saying trash, 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 but his hardcore fan base, they gonna eat it up. Now with Boston Richie, he don't got that fan base yet, where he could just drop a whole bunch of trash music and they'll still rock with him. So right now, Boston Richie, he would need to keep dropping bangers and making hit records to build that catalog up. But that catalog he building is free bands. So sometimes you just want to do just enough to stay hot, just enough to keep them club bangers and shit like that. You don't really want to drop like with Boston Richie, unless he just care about show money and feature money and shit like that. But say Boston Richie right now drop his biggest record he ever dropped, it'd be up under free bands though. So that'll make Future not want to give him his publishing, his catalog even more. You see what I'm saying? But if you don't really produce no records or make no hit records, this is why Birdman he let Money Man just go. Yo Gotti and them just go, cause they ain't made no big records. Gilly the Kid, he ain't never make no record, let him go. But when you really make big hit records and they can make millions of dollars a year off of you, just off of you, from the records you produce, they ain't gonna let you go. That's what Gunna doing with Thug and them. If Gunna was putting out bullshit and he never sold and he didn't put up them big numbers and he didn't, then Thug would have been let him go. Like, hey, give me this amount of money and y'all can have them. Why you think Gucci be letting all them artists go? He said, hey man, give me 200K, you can have Hood with Palawan. You can have this artist, you can have that artist. But if these artists really putting up numbers, he getting the bad, that's why he won't let Push Ice and them go. That's what it be, man. You understand that? So it looked good on Gunna and far as like in our eyes, he doing big numbers, making the best music, charting, going crazy. But it's hurting them far as like, well, why I sell contract? Because the better he do, the more they like, man, we not letting this dude go. Especially when he don't have no other artists doing the numbers. That man ain't letting that man go. The dudes ain't crazy. They can play like they so tough and they stick to the code and they about this and they about that. But man, them dudes ain't letting them people go. It's too much profit. It's too much profit, man. Especially if they doing better than you and you're an artist. Now, if you got a roster of superstars, if you got the Drakes, the Nicki Minaj, and say Tiger wanna, you know, dip and a label wanna put up a big number, you may let him go. If you got other superstars to back it up. But if you ain't got no other superstars and he actually bigger than you, cause you're not no real CEO, Thug not no real CEO. Come on, man, like, Thug is not no real CEO. It ain't nothing. If you sign to Young Thug, I don't see how Thug can make superstars over there. Gunna was a superstar on his own. He had help, but he was a superstar on his own. The superstar shit is in him. Other dudes, he had to hold their hand, and he can't make them other artists superstars. That's why he don't got a team of them. He got a team of slimes and shit like that. That's it. So when you're in a situation like Gunna, you know these niggas ain't gonna never let you go 100%. The best you can do is keep making real good music, hit records, and getting way more money a show in the future. And you'll just stack your bread in them lanes right there. And then the checks that you do get from your streams and stuff like that, selling your music and stuff, your merch and stuff like that. But when you get into other fields, so you'll want to do what Rihanna did with Jay-Z. She really don't want to be up under Jay-Z. She like, I ain't dropping no more music. She don't like what's going on over there at Live Nation or Rock Nation or whatever, right? So she'll invest into products and push that or stocks or whatever, and that'll make her a billionaire. That'll make her close to a billionaire or whatever. That'll take her over the top. Say if Rick Ross was in Gunna's situation, okay, you got me over the contract thing, but you ain't getting no money off this Wingstop. You ain't getting no money off this Bel Air. You ain't getting, yeah, I'm gonna go in these lanes. Shit don't got nothing to do with music. You understand? And get the bag like that. If you Diddy and you in Gunna's situation, you'll get the Ciroc. You'll do shit like that and get the bag that way. So it's different ways he can become a billionaire or 500 million or 300. If you Nas and you in a situation like Gunna, you're, you know, invest into Ring before they blow up. You invest into these different companies before they take off, and then yeah, you'll play it like that. So you ain't really gotta cry about it. You like, all right, nigga think they holding their nuts on me on this. You could be like Rihanna and you make so much money somewhere else and you be like, I'm not dropping no more music. I'm not dropping no more music. You understand? Like, I'm gonna push these products, I'm gonna push this. That's if you get in them doors and you come up with something and you attach your name to it, or you fund it and it's all yours or most of yours, and it can take you over the top when it comes to building wealth and making millions of dollars or even billions. That's if you get blessed enough to get that right there. You'll make millions anyway, but I'm saying in other lanes. So yeah, when you're a successful artist like Drake and shit like that, a label can try to play you and think they putting you in a hole, but you got so many fans and they support you so much, it's gonna you'll get about that hole. So say like if Drake signed under Sony and then Sony gave him 400 million advance, and then he make all the money back like he did in a year or two. So now he out the hole. So now they got to renegotiate, and now he may want 500 million, 600 million. This when Universal will step in and be like, they'll step in and play with the numbers, let Kendrick destroy him on the beef, make the fans turn against him, make his sales go down, his numbers go down. Now, Sony don't got to give him 700 million, 600 million. They fuck over him. With Sony, they can get jealous that Drake got 400 million and he finna go back, double back and get 500, 600, 700 million. They wanted you to get that money with them or just stay with them. Or they jealous that another label can offer you so much money, they ain't trying to give you that. So even though they want you to still do business with them, but they're not gonna want to give you what you can get over here because they see the more value in you over there with Sony. So now they're gonna leak information, do shit that destroy your image and take down your empire. So you don't get that advance. You don't get that negotiation rate that you want. Whether it's 100 million more, 200 million more, 150 million more. So yeah, it can work the same way with YSL, just with smaller numbers or a different situation. You see what I'm saying? So it's just the games that labels be playing. Same way they did Mariah Carey, how Interscope did 50 Cent when he was going against Kanye West because he fell out with Jimmy Iovine. Like they did a lot of artists like that. They'll fuck you over. And then when it's time to really get that bag, when it's time to renegotiate, you won't be able to get it because you ain't producing them numbers. Because the other label then played with the numbers, they done turned the people against you, they done leaked certain information, especially if you in beef. So it's more easier to do it with a rapper because the rappers be having beef. People like Mariah Carey, you gotta find other ways, right? So, yeah, man, they got a lot of little tricks and little dirty games. Like a label can build you all the way up and then take you all the way back down by the tactics that they use and shit like that. So, yeah, man, the music industry, man, it's a dirty game, man. Sometimes it's way worse than the streets, the type of games that they play. You know, splash that, but like I say, this is a victory for Young Thug. Gunna, he going crazy. But like I say, Young Thug music trash, mid. Some shit that you'll hear and you'll be like, it's all right, but you ain't gonna just keep bumping it. The judge gave Young Thug his cars back, his money back, and other properties back. But I don't think his judge gave him his mojo back. The mojo must be still in that house or in that studio where Gunna and all them was working together. It's somewhere, but it ain't in that property that you finna get back. I don't know. When you get your car back, just like how Chris Tucker, when he got that car from the auction, them diamonds was in there, search the cars. Your mojo could be in a Lamborghini. It could be in a Maybach. It could be in the Corvette. It could be in the AMG Benz. It could be in the Durango. It could be in the Trackhawk. It could be in that Spider, in that Porsche. Check all the glove departments, all up under the seats, the trunk, under the hood. See if your mojo in there. See if your mojo. Chris Tucker, he found them diamonds. On Money Talks, he found them diamonds. See if you can find your mojo. If not, jump in that Spider or the Lamborghini Adventure Door. Go pick up Dorothy. Yeah, go pick up Dorothy, and she gonna give you the address to the Yellow Brick Road. Cause she gonna give you the address to the Yellow Brick Road and take your ass down there, man. You understand that? But yeah, that's my take on this conversation right here, man. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all subscribe to the channel, man. Share the video, man. Follow me on IG, _gang_spitter. If you need credit repair, I don't know why y'all playing with this right here, man. Y'all playing with credit, knowing you got evictions, knowing you got collections and student loans, all type of shit on your credit, knowing you need new cars, you know you need a new spot, you know you need funding from the banks, but you wouldn't even spend $250. Some people can just spend $65 and they'll get the process started. And you'll make your money back. You can get your money back, but you still won't do it. Even if you got a 600 credit score, you still need to do it. If your credit score is 600, why you don't want it at 800 or 750? Come on, man. Don't you want to go to the car lot and they say no money down? No, you don't want to go to the car lot and they say no money down. Or you want to go get that furniture and you don't want to put no money down. Why you don't want to go get no new furniture so you ain't got to put no money down? Huh? Why you don't want to go to the bank and get you a 10K credit card? Why? Why you don't want to go get you an 18-wheeler or a box truck? Why you don't want to go get that crib? Why? Hit the link in the comment section. Come to my DM, _game_spitter on IG. Or yeah, man. Donate to the channel, $Dagamespitter704. Cash out. He was with him. Gone.
I've been working with Eli on my credit repair for the last couple months, and in just 2 weeks, he was able to get all the negative items deleted off of my Experian credit report. As you can see here, the negative items have all been deleted. So if you are in need of credit repair, I highly recommend Eli's services.
Hey, I wanted to take a second to give a huge shout out to Eli. Signed my mom up for credit repair with him because we had tried 3 or 4 other people. We've been working for over 2 years to try to get a couple of collections removed from her credit report, and literally no one was able to help us. We've spent thousands and thousands of dollars on this and just kept getting no results. I found Eli, happened to run across his page on Instagram, and reached out to him, signed up. It's been less than 30 days, and both of those collections are off of her credit report. So I just want to again say thank you so much, and I definitely would highly recommend him and his team if you're looking for someone who can actually get the job done.